Coach Garrett Norris, Scottsdale Crusaders. My first year with the Crusaders this year, and I'm having a blast. I was out of coaching for a few years, coached football for about 27 years though. I'm an old man now, but I'm having a good time with these young men.
It's I've been watching you in the last few scrimmages, and you see just about everything that's going on. And I noticed the first thing you're worried about is how well your guys are cared for, the well-being of all the men on the field. It seems like that's the first thing you talk about.
Well, it is. These young men have an opportunity to get better in football, but they also are trying to get better in their lives. And we can't have nonsense out there on the field. So I do look out for the safety for the players because they've got families, they've got jobs and responsibilities. And for them to continue to grow as responsible young men, they need to be on an even playing field. And that is very important to me.
You also are taking notes as you're watching, and I see you talking to different players, giving them tips, giving them pointers, but you're not screaming at anybody, but they're reacting as if it was the last thing they want to do is disappoint you.
Well, as I said, I'm what you call a senior citizen now, and there was a day when I did a lot of screaming, but this is a different type of generation, and they don't necessarily respond to that. They respond to being coached up, taking some instruction and trying to execute, and that's how we try to work with it. I give them their say. They have something to say back. I can learn still too. But all the screaming and shouting's not necessary. I do get excited because I have a lot of passion for the game, but it's more of a situation of where they're more responsive when you're speaking with them like responsible young men.
What I love about that is life is so angry right now, just everywhere, at school, at work, at home, that it's refreshing to see that teaching can be done without abusive relationships.
Absolutely. There's no reason for the abuse. There's times when you have to the players can get under your collar, and you just have to pull it back in and maintain. Our society, as you say, it is a violent society. So, these young men, they don't look at it that way because they live it every day. That's all they've known. So, but there are other segments of society that the violence has its place, but it doesn't have to be all on a football field. I agree with you so much on that. I enjoy working with these young men. I was hesitant to come back into coaching after being out, but my daughters grew up and moved away, and I got back into it, and I thought, I don't know how effective I was going to be able to be, but these guys have been very responsive, and we have a good group of guys here on the Crusaders as well. We have a lot of good team chemistry.
Well, we're glad you're here. I can't wait for the season to get underway. Good luck.
My pleasure, and I appreciate the opportunity. You were one of the first people I spoke to when I came out here. You were the first person I spoke to, and you pointed me toward Byron. Coach Autry needed a coach, and we've been together, and we're making a good go of it. So Crusaders are going to be something to deal with this year.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity
Thank
as
you
well.
for being here.
Appreciate it.